Alright, we're going to do another You Decide, but this time we're going to be doing no sanity, no evidence, as we have not done one of those yet. So I think that can be kind of fun. So let's go with this. Now, as always, at the end, I'll explain why we eliminated Ghost and when, in hopes of helping you get better at doing this. So this one, let's see what happens. First things first, I think with no sanity, no evidence, let's figure out ghost speed. So hopefully the ghost is not in here. It is not. Okay, did the ghost start out in the basement? It's always good also to make note of where the ghost starts out at. Alright, so make your notes on whatever you thought the ghost might be with footsteps. Were those footsteps faster, slower, normal? See where to go from there. We can pick up that. That'll be fine. Well, actually, we still have that. Forgot this thing's gonna be a pain to kind of loop because it was a baby. It was a baby. Should start a smudge timer. I don't think I did. Alright. Observations there. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? We can, of course, see more of it later. Alright. While we're taking this time, let's go ahead and try some things. It always sucks whenever you get a ghost like this. Ghost did turn off the breaker. That's an important thing to note. I hate getting baby ghosts because obviously I enjoy trying to loop the ghosts. That's always fun. No orbs. I do kind of feel like I need to stay in here for a little bit for now because of our smudge timer. That showed before 1:30 on ours, but we were a few seconds off, so we could check again later. So it was probably like around 1:35-ish. Because I know I did forget to do it, so it was probably around then. Is it over? Yep, okay. I don't know where it's hunting from, though. I am kind of curious. Well, they could hunt us from there. Okay. Let's get out. It started in the living room, but I don't think that's where the ghost room was. It kind of sucks because we could not figure it out before. I do kind of want it for candle reasons. Did you turn off the breaker again, Ghost? Why are you doing that to me, Ghost? What are you doing? See if I can ever pick that up. Okay, so we do know that it was around over here. think our other crucifix was over here. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it spawned in the living room or not. So let's take a look at this now. Is this the best crucifix setup in the world? I don't think so, but I think it'll do. Okay, so it does look like it is in the living room, so let us let us also be in the living room. That is an important note. Boy, you sure do love turning off the breaker. If I didn't know we had already eliminated that ghost, it would have been highly sus. This is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good one. So it's not one that we get right straight away. It takes some time. Did you move? No, I still see my breath. Okay. We do have a smudge, right? Yes. Okay. I do thought... I don't know. I think I checked. We did not have any, right? Negative. Okay. Hello. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Thank you. I probably should open that, shouldn't I? That probably would have been a good one. I don't know if that crucifix will get here. Bye-bye, baby. It did go towards where our hiding spot is, so this might not be a good thing, but I think we can still survive it. It was kind of interesting how it did spawn away from the candles, and I do think it was interesting how it left out of the light. All those interesting things. I think I know what the ghost is. I think you all should know what the ghost is. That's right, it was an Oni. I kind of knew that after the second hunt when we had a really good look at it. We just didn't get a good chance to see it long enough for me to say, okay, I think it was an Oni. But that last hunt, I knew then that it was. Here's some way we ruled out some of these ghosts. There's going to be quite a few of them, so let's go through it. After the first hunt, it was normal speed, which meant that right away, I knew we could take out Revenant, Faye, Dio, Moroi, the twins, Hantu. We also knew after that first hunt, we could hear the footsteps prior to our flashlight malfunctioning, so it could not be a Myling. It's kind of iffy on the Raiju, because I wasn't sure if our flashlight ever really got in range for it, but I really didn't think that that would be it. Now, we knew that it couldn't be a Wraith because it didn't step in the salt. Or it did step in the salt. We knew it couldn't be a Mimic because it did not have any orbs. The second hunt also let us know it was not a Raiju. We couldn't really get a good verification on if it was a yokai or not because it was sort of coming our way when I activated the radio. So I wasn't sure, but I wasn't really thinking it. I knew then that it would not be a phantom. It did not seem like it was throwing enough to be a poltergeist. And later it did turn off the breaker, so we knew it could not be a Djinn. It hunted prior to the minute 30 mark, or after the minute 30, but before 3 minutes, so we knew that it could not be a spirit after we smudged it. Of course, that last hunt did verify to us that first it was not a yokai because it was attracted to our radio, and verified that it was an Oni. That was a quick one, so let's do another one, which is why I find no sanity, no evidence a lot of fun. Alright, let's do Willow Street, see how this goes. Again, no sanity, no evidence, you decide. This ghost, again, first things first, you want to pay attention to sort of where the ghost is hunting from and pay attention to its footstep speed. Let's see sort of if we can figure the stuff out, shall we? Hopefully it won't be in the kitchen. Doesn't look like it. It's going to be in the basement, of course. Please don't be a child ghost this time. Please be a nice tall model for us. Okay. That basically told us nothing, other than the ghost was in the basement. So, it was a tall ghost at least. So I do like that. Let's head out and see what we can do. It did tell us a few things. It did tell us a few things I can eliminate. But, for the most part, I don't think we really heard the footsteps long enough. I do have an idea for what I thought the footsteps were. So if you have one too, then absolutely. We could probably do that. Alrighty. Good to know, good to know. Very interesting. Very interesting. Nah, I can't turn on the light now. That's what I was kind of hoping for. That is super weird. Okay. How? Well, it didn't touch those either. I'm really weird. I was scared about getting to the door when I placed the salt. Okay. Very interesting. Hunting again already? Alright, so we did get the smudge down. I do want to try to... get a couple more in there. I don't know if it's in the hallway in the basement or one of the storage rooms. We could try to work that out. I did start my timer a smidge late, which I really do kind of hate, honestly. I heard it mess with something. Are you in here? Or are you in here? Which room is it? You? Okay, it did turn off the breaker. I do see my breath now, so that's good. Okay. scaring every little bit Jesus out of me there. As soon as that candle blew out. As soon as that candle blew out. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's just a ghost of him, by the way. Kind of curious. We are kind of running through the gamut here with this one. We did at least start our smudge timer on time this time. Not that it really makes a huge bit of difference. Okay, that's actually huge. That's actually huge. That it turned on that light. I do like that. I do like that. Did it move ghost rooms? The hallway is cold now. I'm very curious. I don't think we ever checked for a mimic, but the amount of times... I probably should not say that. I'm trying to get you to decide, but I don't think it'll be... that. I don't think we've really checked that. No, did this one close? Yes. Okay. Alright, fantastic. That was very annoying. Hopefully you got it. We finally were able to figure it out. Did you get it? If so, it was a Ure. How did we get to Ure? We literally did almost every single ghost test possible. How did we rule out everything? First time, even though we could only hear the ghost for a little bit, we were able to dictate that it was normal speed. Therefore, we could rule out a Moroi, Dio, Thay, Hantu, Revenant, Twins. We could also rule out a Raiju because our flashlight was on the ground there. Second hunt, it was normal blinking, which meant we could rule out an Oni and a Phantom. It also never shapeshifted. We did see it for a while. For we could rule out Obake. We also could rule out a Yokai because it did come to us as we activated our radio. Now, at that point, we were kind of sus of a Wraith because it never stepped in the salt, but I wasn't really sure of my placement. That's why I kind of brought in an EMF reader, see if we could get an EMF reading from the teleport and replace the salt, which of course after the next hunt, we knew we could eliminate a Wraith. Next hunt, we did do a Gen test. It was normal speed up towards us, therefore we could eliminate a Gen. We managed to then go into the ghost room, rule out a Shade because it blew out a candle with us there. Rule out an Onryo after that because it did use the crucifix over the lit candle. Also meant we could rule out a Spirit because it did hunt less than 3 minutes after the smudge. When we set up in the living room, we could eliminate a Myling because we heard the ghost footsteps before our flashlight started to malfunction. From here, things kind of got interesting. I did kind of rule out a Pulte because it wasn't really throwing a lot enough to be a Pulte. My kind of rule with the Pulte during a hunt is if you think it might not be a Pulte or think it might be a Pulte, it's probably not a Pulte. You'll you'll know it when you see it type. Demon, it never hunted us early after smudges, so I was kind of willing to rule it out. Mimic I was also willing to rule out because I don't think we ever officially checked for orbs, but it never changed speeds during the hunt. Therefore, I was good to go ahead and rule it out. Thankfully, the ghost was kind enough to turn on the light when we went into the storage room, so we knew we could rule out a mare. It then changed ghost rooms from that storage room into the basement hallway, meaning we could rule out a Goryo. So this meant our last two ghosts were Banshee or Ure. And thankfully, we did get that Ure door slam ability, which meant that was our ghost. That was a more difficult one. Let me know how you did, and if you want to play along with the previous one where we did Insanity mode, click or tap the screen now. Test your knowledge there. Thank you so much, all the channel members. Happy hunting, everybody, and I'll see you in the previous You Decide.